First News at 5.
An unbelievable play, an unbelievable day, and an unbelievable football team.
Arena Bowl 10 kicks off here at Veterans Auditorium, Memorial Auditorium, in about 3 hours, and our Barnstormers are ready to rumble with the Tampa Bay Storm.
Yes, they are. Good afternoon, and welcome to a special edition of News Channel 8's First News at 5, live from the barn. I'm Steve Carlin.
And I'm Jeanette Trumpeter, and as you can see, we have our Barnstormer colors on. We're ready to go.
Black, and gold.
The winning colors.
That's right.
It has been an unbelievable season, as you know, for the Barnstormers.
Yes, it has. So it's not hard to believe that tickets for tonight's big game sold out in only 15 minutes. Hundreds of fans lining up last Thursday to gobble up what seats were left by the season ticket holders. Some people lined up as early as 4 o'clock in the morning.
And Barnstormer mania spread all across central Iowa over the weekend. Saturday night, it made a big splash in downtown Des Moines' Nolan Plaza. It was the first ever Barnstormer fan party. 3,000 people packed the downtown plaza. A lot of good times, a lot of good cheer, and hopefully not the last fan party, and hopefully this won't be the last official day of celebration for the Barnstormers.
That's right. Today's a special day. Did you know it's officially Arena Football Day?
Now, therefore, I, Terry E. Branstad, Governor of the State of Iowa, do hereby proudly proclaim this day, August 26, 1996, as Arena Football Day in Iowa.
It's true, even Governor Branstad is caught up in all this. He has Barnstormer fever. He'll be tossing the coin before tonight's Arena Bowl game. That's a big job. Earlier this morning, Governor Branstad was joined by team owner Jim Foster in wishing the Barnstormers well in tonight's Arena Bowl 10 game. Foster founded the Arena Football League and gave the Barnstormers their chance, their start right here in Des Moines.
And of course, a big part of the whole arena football experience is the atmosphere, especially here in the barn.
It's loud, it's flashy, it's rock and roll, kind of MTV football. That's what it is. And we ran across the guy today. I guess you'd have to call him the ambassador of atmosphere. He's Super Rory, the Barnstormers operations coordinator. He's faster than the speed dial on a cellular telephone.
Where are you?
More powerful than the Barnstormer biplane. He'll even climb the tallest ladder to hang a single banner.
They call me whenever any problems come up.
In short, Rory Vacco fixes things. He installs the field and paints the lines. Today, he could even be found placing the pennants on the tables for the Arena League luncheon. He's part personnel manager.
Where do I have to sit?
He's all equipment manager.
This is Warner's locker here.
During the pregame show, and it looks like the Flightline cheerleaders parachute in, Rory's the man in the rafters.
And to simulate that, we use these little dolls with the parachute, and I got tested.
He also tests the boards. When it comes to the pads, you could call him Rory Velcro. They're always coming loose, and it's Rory's job to keep the players safe and the advertisers happy.
Steve, this one here, I always make sure it's one of the better ones.
With all he does, he even found time to turn an old three-wheeled golf cart into the Barnstormer biplane. It's his pride and joy, but nevertheless, he let me take it for a spin anyway.
When they see it running around on the field, it's actually going in reverse.
There's no reverse for Rory, though. With him, it's full speed ahead. He's been so busy making sure you enjoy the games that he hasn't even had time to enjoy the Barnstormers' success.
I don't think it's sunk in that this is actually the Arena Bowl here for me. It just feels like, you know, we got to get the barn ready to go for another game.
That is one hard-working guy, and Rory is not the only Vacco who works for the Barnstormers. His sister Amy is also a Flightline cheerleader, so one busy family.
Absolutely, and you had a little bit of fun out there on the field today,
didn't you? Yeah, you beat me up, though. I think I'm going to have to get some workman's comp there. I got a little back problem after getting thrown into the boards.
Uh-huh. Are you listening to that, bosses? We need to find out how much fun's happening outside of the barn here today, because even though the game doesn't start for 3 hours, the activities are beginning outside. We want to check in with meteorologist Mike Lozano to find out what's up. Michael?
What do you mean fun? This is hard work, but somebody's got to do it. In this case, it was me. You always find me next to the food. Hooters people right here, all kinds of food. You going to make lots of money?
As long as you take care of the weather for us, we should be all right.
Who are you for?
Oh, the Barnstormers, of course, are going to win, no problem.
How many points?
Oh, I'd say like 10, 15.
Woo, I was guessing 200. Pete Paquette with KIOA, what are you doing here?
Mike, we've given away the last 2 cockpit seats tonight. It's our ball bucket toss. We've been doing it all season long here at the KIOA tailgate parties here in the hangar before each home game. Row 1, cockpit, come down and win them. Could see the game tonight. Yes.
Wow, man, no kidding. Hey, the weather is very cooperative, no thunderstorm activity. Well, might have some in the forecast. We'll tell you about that later.
Okay, thank you, Mike. And, you know, what do we care about the weather? It's being played indoors, right?
That's right. It may be a little loud, but it definitely will be louder in here. And if you like it loud with plenty of action, then definitely arena football is the game for you.
And speaking of football, the football used in arena ball is the same one that they use in the NFL, but as John Myers from our sports department shows us, it's a whole different ball game.
I went to a rock concert and a football game broke out, or a hockey game, or a wrestling match. Arena football has everything crammed into a 50-yard field. Just by watching a few highlights, you can see the difference between traditional outdoor football and arena ball. Without getting too technical, let's look at some of the obvious differences. Well, after they fit football inside an arena, they had to add a few kinks to the game. One of them is this big net behind me. This net has caused some problems for a lot of teams. It even messed up the Barnstormers one time this year. In a game versus Milwaukee, the Mustangs tried a long field goal. The ball didn't go through the uprights, but it did bounce off the net. In arena ball, that's a live ball, and Milwaukee fell on it for a touchdown. One of the neat things about arena football is you get right on top of the action. This wall is actually the out of bounds. There's an out of bounds sideline below it, but this wall is in play, and believe me, the players use it to inflict some hockey-like punishment. And hockey fans surely enjoy the way certain players use the boards, like Andy Chilcote. Harold Jasper ran out of room and ended up into the boards last week. There are a lot of peculiarities about arena football, but the Barnstormers are just 4 quarters away from a championship, and anyone in any sport can relate to that. John Myers, News Channel 8 Sports.
And that's actually one of the similarities between the NFL and Arena League football. 4 15-minute quarters.
The reason that the scores are a lot higher is because it takes less time to score on a 50-yard field.
That's right. Football in a can.
That's right. Black 22.
Hut, hut.
We'll be right back.